Yay!
Hello, guys.
We're back online again.
Yeah. Can you tell us if you hear us and if you see us?
Yeah. Yes, on both counts. Okay.
So I think that some people are here from Instagram and Facebook, the live stream that we did there just a few minutes ago. And we actually already have some questions here.
Yeah, okay, but you did say some preface words for those.
Yes, so welcome to our live stream, and we just wanted to hang out with you guys and see what's happening out there and tell you more about our new release Bosarkun and maybe about our plans a little bit and reply to all of your questions. So if you have any questions, drop them to the comment section, and yeah, let's hang out.
You have just offered them some piece of information on Basarkun. How is it going?
I will tell it a bit later. Read the question.
Give it to me. I don't see anything. Yeah. Oh, look, I'm moving, everyone. I hope you didn't get dizzy there in that device computer thing. Yes.
First question.
First, it says first. Gameplay first.
First.
Yeah. Okay. Which are your favorite bands at the moment?
You say.
Why me again? I just read the question. You answer it.
At the moment.
At the moment is a great band, actually.
In this moment. Oh my God, I don't know. Lately, I've been listening to a lot of Ukrainian bands, non-metal bands, and I really love Alina Pash. I love the Hard Keys. Whoa, what can I say? I recently listened to a lot of Krut. What else? Vivian Mort. I mean, a lot of Ukrainian artists. Anuka. A great new album called Koler. So yeah, this is something that's on my playlist, and I also have been listening to a lot of Japanese jazz taken from the 70s and city pop. I don't know why, and I really don't know the names. I just go to Spotify and listen to the playlists, and I also want to get some of this music on vinyl as well. Your turn.
We are in the process of that. My turn. I think I have the same relationship as you, but not with Ukrainian, but rather with the Danish metal scene. For example, I don't know, Best. I already mentioned it in the other streams. Livlös, Möl. Vola. It's Danish Swedish. Berserk.
Well, I actually also love all these bands as well. I'm just not listening to them all the time, but I also
Convent,
I'm in the theme.
Zero, the band. There's a lot of them actually. Mirkur. Yeah, and fun fact, I've just discovered to myself the good old Danish band called Ill Disposed, with whom we played our first ever European tour. But I've started from the old material, like when they tried to play something true, because there wasn't anything else at that time. And after that, there were glimpses of some kind of new metal for some reason, and it's
totally different from what we heard on tour.
It's
in 2018.
Quite nice actually. I would love to see that again at some point. Yeah, so
scroll down.
Goedenavond. Yeah. I have the same same problems with English as you. Let's say it that way. Hello from Sweden. Hello, Sweden.
Hey.
Yeah, I don't take it. Okay. Where are the... Yeah, how are we doing? For this stream now.
Yeah, so Yevgeny is outstanding because I already know that he already said that in
I said that I'm personally outstanding.
And I don't know, I'm as usual super busy with all the Ignia stuff, and I think that I really need a break for 2 days of doing nothing, which is very problematic for me, and I'm dying from heat. But I'm also super excited to go to Fine Misto, which is a festival in Ukraine that is happening this weekend, and we're going there for 3 days. One of the days will be performing at. So
yeah, and the other days is gonna be like
a lot of fun,
a lot of booze.
Здоровенькі були. Добрий вечір.
That is what I'm talking about.
When are you guys start recording for the next album?
Well, the principal recordings are probably gonna be in the spring of 2022, probably. Yeah, because
maybe even a bit earlier, but it depends.
One has to compose what to record first.
One has to compose.
Yeah, thank you for your immeasurable help with composing.
I'm helping. I'm trying. I came up with the concept for the album.
Yeah,
my work is done here.
Can you please come up with a couple of melodies for the
I came up with a couple of melodies.
Yeah, okay. Do you listen to Japanese metal?
Actually not. No, I don't. If you have any suggestions, throw them in.
I sometimes listen to Wagaki band, and that is probably the only thing I'm listening from Japan, because also is Ningen Isu. I don't remember the name, but not the baby metal shit. No,
it's not shit.
I mean, stuff, not shit. Yeah,
very successful project.
Godspeed. Yeah, okay. I mean, not a fan, not a huge fan. Where can I learn about these wind and forest powered spirits? Can you recommend a book?
Actually, when I was thinking of Bosarkun and lyrics for Bosarkun, I was just scrolling through Ukrainian mythology, and I didn't want to take a creature or a god or a spirit who is a popular one like Perun or I don't know anyone else or V who you might know about. So Bosarkun is not that popular. He's actually the son of the gods, like of the windy god in Ukrainian mythology. And there is actually not much information about him. I just found a paragraph, and that's it. And that was really interesting for me, and I wanted to develop like this character in the song. But all I can say is that he's an evil creature from the Ukrainian mythology who kills with the power of the wind and destroys villages and sends disasters and illnesses to people. But in our song, I just wanted to show the human nature of this creature of Bosarkun. So in our song, he wants to make friends with people and also become human and change his immortality for their world. Yeah. But yeah, if I will keep posting about Bosarkun, so follow us on social media.
And other mythological folks.
Yes.
Yeah,
because there will be more songs related to that soon.
Коли плануєте тури? Плануємо зараз, а коли поїдемо, дізнаєтеся, коли заплануємо. Am I right?
Ото ти сказав. Ото сказав.
Yeah, another talk question. We are planning a couple of tours. I mean, a tour and something more, and probably another tour. But
yes, I really suggest that you subscribe to our newsletter on our website, because very soon we will announce a tour. So if you don't want to miss this announcement,
so you can be updated that way. Okay, have you ever listened to Bloodywood? Ari, Ari, Ari. No?
I'm very bad at band names and artists.
That's the Indian folk / new metal band. Like,
okay.
Right. Yeah, I actually know the band. So
some favorite band from Sweden? Opeth?
Well, Vola is partly Swedish. I know. Okay. The mine will be partly The Haunted, probably At the Gates, although I have only discovered them like half a year ago, to be honest. And Feared. Yeah.
Well, I love all the mentioned bands as well. Geographic, I believe that's Amaranth is also from Sweden.
Well, mostly
from Sweden. They're great. I can't say that I'm a huge fan, but I really love a couple of their songs, and I love what they're doing, like with the band and the project.
I also love the melodies, like the Eurovision ABBA approach to metal, and it all sounds absolutely great until the point when you discover that they have 3 vocalists for some reason. I just can't wrap my hand around that.
Because you're not a vocalist. Can you imagine how much?
No, I just can't imagine a band where Elisa Rudd starts growling, and that would be it. That would be like, with all those Eurovision Swedish pop melodies, that would be a super. It is a super hit. I mean, but yeah. Okay, Yakshoda Ginger. What about Ginger? Ginger exists, and that's it. Well, Space of Variations are dropping a new video tomorrow. Good for them. I actually quite interesting to see that because of Alona.
Because we're listening to Alona more.
Not the Space of Variations, no. Nice beard and mustache, bro. Thank you. The beard is actually her idea. I mean, because
my idea.
If you didn't brought me to the barbershop, I don't kick my ass to go to the barbershop. I would have a shovel of hair underneath my face. So that would. It is already deformed. It is already deformed, I know, but nevertheless.
I have to come up with a new photo shoot just to take you to the barber shop.
Jazz. Now that's a surprise. No, actually, you listen to the Japanese city pop. That is a surprise. Argentina dynasty, Morphied. Never heard about that.
What has happened?
Because you use 2 fingers, not 3.
Okay, you are scrolling the comments.
I'm scrolling the comments.
Let's go so back.
Wow, we are so slow. Okay, Dynasty, Morphied, Volbeat. I don't know any of those bands except Volbeat, probably. I only know the name of Volbeat, and that's it.
Scroll down.
Wait a minute, I'm reading. You have a better vision than I do, even in the... do you know about Equilibrium band? If yes, what do you think about their music? I am a big fan of the old Equilibrium. I don't know why Renee changed the direction so drastically and has released an album of sonic torture. But the first album, the Turis Frater, is one of my is the most listenable album by me in the genre of folk, like Scandinavian European folk metal, because it's absolutely superb and there's no much to it. So I know Equilibrium and I love it. The old. Да успокойся ти, ну я читаю, що ти фестер. Ну, you heard some banter, yeah. Okay, outside of music, what do you actually do for hobbies to keep you from burning out?
I'm very bad at keeping myself from burning out.
Yeah.
But like first and foremost, I really love traveling. That what keeps me on track. And this is what was impossible during the pandemic. Well, even though we were traveling in Ukraine a little bit just to get some inspiration as well. And we already told it in another live stream, and we will say it here. We are coming to like the two of us are coming to the Netherlands at the end of August 19th to August 24th. And we will also post it a bit later, but just in case, if you want to meet with us for a cup of coffee, a sip of beer, or maybe show us your city, drop us a line to our email. Maybe we will meet. Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
yeah.
But that wasn't an answer about hobbies.
Yeah, well, this like traveling. Traveling is my hobby, and I also love. I really love reading. I try to do it more lately, and it gives me like a lot of inspiration, a lot of ideas. And sometimes people ask me what does inspire you to write lyrics or something like that. I really love stories, and I love storytelling, and this is what I want to bring to our music even more. This is why I wrote these short tales for our latest album, The Realms of Fire and Death. I really love it. I think that over the past year, like cars and driving also became like my way of,
looking at something new.
Yes,
I would say that.
yes, because like we both received our driving license last year, and yeah, it's something new.
Americans would be like, "What?
Yes,
You're not
like
16 or 14 or whatever is
yeah,
in
it's
your
just
state."
a lot of it's a bit different here in Ukraine, especially because we live in a huge city. We live in Kiev, and we've got public transport that everyone is using, and we got a lot of taxi companies, and taxi doesn't cost a lot of money. So not everyone here has a car, and car is something not that affordable, especially if you want to have a decent car to drive and a safe car to drive. So in any case, like the pandemic,
especially in the city where the taxi from the outskirts of 5 million city to the center costs like $5 or something.
Yes. So, and it's really quite hard to drive in Kiev. It's a challenge, and with all the traffic jams and with all the mad drivers over here, even
and my swearing behind the steering wheel.
Yes. Yes, so driving and everything, and you can tell about your hobbies as well.
Yeah. As I mentioned in the other streams, I am the sofa urbanist, as you said that. Yeah, so I'm into urban planning, urban design, like all the close sciences to that, and also the regional aviation. As I said, the small planes that fly to small places. Okay, let's go. Are we tired of the chocolate yet?
This is the kind person who sent us 3 kilos of chocolate from Sweden.
A couple of chocolate
bars. Like he said,
Maltesers are my favorite, it turns out.
Those were from the United Kingdom.
I know, but they were shipped through Sweden, so no? No?
No. You confused everything.
Okay. Yeah,
everything.
I did. Then I don't remember.
We didn't run out of chocolate yet, and we spread it like among the band members, and we're still on it. But if we eat all the chocolate that you sent us in one day, we wouldn't be fitting into our stage outfits, and we have to. Yes. But thank you so much. It was so kind of you, and we were very surprised, and so was our emotion.
customs.
So was our customs, because they didn't understand why 3 kilos of chocolate is coming to us from Sweden.
Yeah, so for the first time in my life, I saw a box opened by customs service and inspected.
They were surprised.
Yeah. But as far as I understand, they didn't even steal anything. So good for us. Okay, will you have a concert in Mexico?
I hope so.
I hope so as well.
So.
Yeah, let us let the world open up properly, and why not? Because that is actually quite easier than the UK
and the US.
and the US, because to travel to Mexico we only need like a PDF to be printed, and that's all.
Yeah.
Fajne місто. Yay! Finally.
Ми скоро приїдемо.
Післязавтра приїдемо. Да.
Будемо приїхали.
Будемо приїхали. Ага. What is your favorite and least favorite season?
Most favorite is autumn. I can't wait for it. Less favorite summer because I hate heat. I'm a very, very Nordic person, and like for me, like the best temperature is like 13 to 15 Celsius. And I don't know, I also kind of like winter, but really summer is the worst time for me. I have no energy and I'm really counting days until it stops.
Yeah. For me, both is spring, because my most hated month is March, which is in spring, and my most favorite month is May, which is also in spring. So, yeah. Has today been better than yesterday for you?
Yes, much better, thank you.
For me, it was quite okay both times. Yeah, so
he's a more stable guy than I.
Yeah. When can we expect a North American tour?
Well, not this year, obviously, because of the restrictions and everything. But we really are counting on this tour after we release our new album, which is going to be somewhere next year.
Yeah. Can you give us any information about tour that is hopefully incoming? I can. It is definitely incoming. That's the bit of information.
No, it's not definitely incoming, because it depends on the pandemic.
Not the tour. The information is incoming about the tour.
Come
on. Okay. About the drummer. Yeah.
About the drummer?
Does he play flat-footed? I don't know, actually. I didn't notice. Why would I look at that? I understand the question, but I honestly don't know the answer.
We will ask him tomorrow. We've got a rehearsal with Ignia prior to our performance.
Yeah, but as far as I remember, you can't physically play fast flat-footed. So at least some parts in Bosarkun, he doesn't play flat-footed.
Yes, by the way, please listen to our new song Bosarkun on all platforms, and also here on YouTube, because we dropped a new video, and yeah, it's a cool song. Listen to it.
Yeah. I saw a question about Peru, probably.
Yes.
The answer is absolutely the same as about Mexico.
We'd love to. We're just waiting for everything to open up.
Yeah, and for the best opportunity to go there. Because why not? Yes. Where will be the new album?
2022. Next year.
Yes. Mona is an instrumental Japanese band. Actually, yeah, I've listened to them. I remember. Yes. So everyone is into Japanese bands in these part of the comments. Ever heard of Mothman?
No.
I only heard about the Mosquito Man, which is flying around here for some reason. Yep.
How
Oh,
do you feel about being labeled as female fronted metal? Because I feel that label tells me nothing about a band.
yes.
I really don't love this term at all. And I think that gradually we're moving, away from it. But you just have to understand that there is art and there is selling music, and sometimes it's easier for a label or another artist to just say female fronted because there are people who simply love female vocals. I don't think it's a genre. I think no one believes it's a genre. It's just a way to classify music for some reason, to find like the right listeners who will most probably love love this artist. But I just think that it's no more relevant, and slowly we're moving from it. I think the best way is not to pay attention to it, and then it will just go away.
Yeah, please come to the UK when our stupid government gets its act together.
We will come.
We will come. Yeah,
Yes.
better you say your government to fix the visa situation.
Yes,
down
yes,
there.
because
Yeah.
for us the most terrible question about the UK is getting a visa, especially if you're an artist, because
If we would
we need to
if
fill
if
in.
if we would ask to play in Poland or Germany tomorrow,
We just
in
can
normal,
come
we
and
just
see.
can fly away, and that's it. If we get asked to play in the UK, we need like lots of money, extra money for visas. We need lots of extra time because the visas are processed not in Ukraine even, but in Poland.
Yes,
And
yes.
well, cut it. Okay.
Please,
No.
please
Yeah.
say hello to
We will
Her
bring.
Majesty and say her that we need a free regime.
I personally will cook Her Majesty a large bowl of borscht, of Ukrainian borscht, so she's happy about that decision. Yeah. Igna, Ginger, no. Elaine, yes. Tour. I think that would be super cool to tour with Elaine.
Yes. They
Yes.
are a great band, and we're in contact with them, and they're great guys. We really hope to meet them in person, because so far we just spoke over the internet. And actually, on our Patreon, you can see the recording of an interview that I did with the vocalist of Elaine. So
Yeah.
check it out. The link is on our website.
Oh, that is the answer to the previous question about Swedish bands. We just forgot
Elaine.
about Elaine.
Yes,
Yeah,
sorry.
because actually, for example, the I don't remember, pity of me, the song name where the play on some kind of
Very
grain
bad at
elevator,
names.
and I really love the song. It's in my Spotify
Memoriam?
playlist. Probably
I
yes.
guess
Probably
so.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is a great song.
Okay, something that might interested you, not a question per se, but there's going to be a Wacken BBQ live stream soon. If that would be a Hellfest BBQ live stream or Copenhagen, that would be much nicer for us. But yeah, that is great anyway. And everything just floated away again.
YouTube has a terrible way of dealing with comments, to be honest, because
Yeah.
it keeps just scrolling down, and that's
Boom, Elisa Grolls in
yes,
that.
but she just scrolls boom, and that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will Yevgeny sing on the next album?
You
I doubt so, but
never know.
you never know, because there are quite a few vocal things that are not exactly singing that I would like to do in Igna music. Yeah, and I am learning to do one of them, which you have heard today, for example, and
Poor neighbors.
and the other one is quite impossible to do truly by me. So I think some Melodyne will fix that. But nevertheless, I would love to add a bit of my vocal cords to the album. Yes.
But if you want to hear his vocal cords, you can listen to our debut EP Sputnik. He growls on this.
Listen to that.
He growls on that album, and as for the Sign of Faith, he growls on Petrichor and Leviathan.
That is
Next.
that is cringeworthy.
No, it's just growls.
Yes. Right? Okay. Nice. We are a book. You are. I am. Yeah. Okay. Who are your musical influences? Lately, those are probably Black Peaks. In the last song, in the one of the songs from the upcoming album, which is just in the works, it's not announced. Black Peaks, who announced their split up yesterday by chance. Who else did I mention in the previous stream? Best, yeah, the Danish death metal band called Best. Mirath, yeah, and well, something of that, something of this, I don't know. It's all over the place. Like,
yeah, we really listen to a lot of different music, not only metal, like
Turkish pop.
He loves Turkish.
Arab
Ukrainian funk.
Oh yeah, Ukrainian funk, but it's not an influence per se. But
I would say it is.
It's just an influence to do something more closely related to Ukraine next time, and that's it. For me, I think. Do you like some rock?
I don't know. I never was a fan of punk. It's just, I don't know. I love how it starts, but I get bored very fast. Maybe because I really love more progressive music. I really love when it changes all the time. I'm a person who actually loves changes. I don't like when it's too stable, and we're always arguing about that with Evgeny, considering our music, because I would love to have more progressive things, more changing rhythms and all the things. So punk rock is too stable, too I don't know, not changing for me. It's cool for live shows, and it's okay if people love it. It's just not for me.
I have to find that punk rock D beat song, which lasts for 50 minutes or so, and it's just straight up verse chorus verse chorus verse chorus very fastly for all entire 50 minutes. It's like 60 verses and 60 choruses, and that is a punk rock band. Have you ever listened to Eilish? No, but I have heard the name.
More music when?
Oh,
very soon. This year. Stay tuned. We will really announce it very soon.
Yeah, I think. Did you get a lot of heat for being critical of Islamic fundamentalism? Well, that wasn't about Islamic fundamentalism. That was all about terrorism, and
regardless of the religion.
Yeah, and the Islamic part was taken just as an example because it rings more within the Western society we are a part of.
And also because we had quite a lot of Middle Eastern tunes on the Sign of Faith album.
So that makes sense.
It would be really strange if we wrote the melody for Shaitanu Akbar and used another religion to showcase the terrorism that could be happening. Because it just wouldn't.
Nevertheless, the terrorism happens in any faith in any part of the world. So there's no point on grabbing into the Islamic part in that sense. Okay. Next question. I'll take you to a local.
Kebab chichi are arranged, planned, and waiting for you. it considers our trip to the Netherlands. There are very nice people who we're going to meet with and who are going to feed this beast because he's like...
And take me to a local liquor store. I actually don't even know about liquor made in the Netherlands. I definitely know
I guess
about
that,
all
yeah,
the beers, like my favorites, the Heineken.
Rolls?
Heineken.
Sorry, I tried.
Heineken from tap, because it's absolutely different from the
I believe
if
I
you-
know the yolk, like from the egg liquor is from the Netherlands, but I tried it in Germany, but people from the Netherlands treated
Never
me
heard
with
about that. So yeah, the Heineken from tap, and of course Grols. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
so again,
Cevapcici.
if you joined our stream a bit later, Evgeny and I are going to visit the Netherlands on August 19th to August 24th, just to travel, get some inspiration and everything. So if you want to meet, drop us a message to our email or somewhere on social media profiles.
Yeah. Are you going make more with the orchestra, with orchestral things like made with plugins? Yes, absolutely, because we love orchestras here and there. But regarding the live orchestra, probably not, even if we had like $1 million, because orchestras are unreliable and they not always can play what you want from them, unless you are in Angel Studios in London and you pay like 75,000 an hour, or you are in a Hollywood studios.
Or Prague Orchestra.
Prague Orchestra also requires some sample overdubs, but yes, they are better.
In any case, like right now, it's if we want to have a decent level of production with an orchestra, it's just we cannot afford it.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
just unsuitable. What kind of food and drinks do you guys like?
Well, I would say that we both love a bit of like Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese like cuisine.
I don't know.
Really. Well, he's a fan of Hungarian kitchen for sure. He's like
Yes.
paprika
And Ukrainian as well.
And Ukrainian.
I mean, like just normal, homey, hearthy comfort food, I guess.
Yeah, but we
Home
really, time to time, we love Asian cuisine.
We just buy it because you only can buy sushi, pizza, and burgers.
Ramen.
Ramen, yeah, but not anymore.
We also love kebab.
Oh yeah, that is absolutely true. Actually, yeah, Turkish cuisine is what I'm. I
very much like, sir.
Yes, I'm missing it very much. So
yeah, we love to come to Istanbul to.
Yeah, but we didn't for like 3 years or something.
Yeah.
So
I would say that we really love a lot of different types of cuisine. So, for example, as for the drinks, we love red Spanish dry wine, and for example, a tapas plate to eat. It's just a very cool combination. And I'm also
patatas y chorizo a la riojana.
Over the past few years, I started eating a lot of seafood and fish. I don't know why, but it's just driving me crazy. So for me, rice and some seafood is like the top.
Here food.
Top food. Seafood, here food.
Here food, feel food. Yeah, в яких державах бували? Майже в усіх європейських. Yeah, we have been almost in all European countries. Almost together. I never been to Norway. You have been to Norway.
Yeah. There are actually quite a lot of European countries we haven't been to yet.
Like the smaller countries.
The smaller countries.
From the smaller countries, we only have been to Liechtenstein. And that was like 20 minutes on the autobahn. So
yes.
But all the major countries, we have been there. Everywhere.
We definitely haven't been to the overseas, to the United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand. These are all countries that we would love really to visit. both on tour and as travelers.
What do you think about the reaction channels?
I really don't get them at all. I don't watch them. And well, of course, I'm glad when someone reacts to our video, because it really drives it makes some promotion for bands, especially like bigger reaction channels. So if you love them, then please mention Ignea somewhere in the comments, because it can help us. But so far, I really don't understand. But I'm also a person who doesn't understand why people are watching other people playing games.
Oh no, I do that all the time.
You love it, but
know.
I just don't understand. So you just don't listen to me.
I'm watching people playing, for example, Flight Simulator 2020, because I don't have a PC. I can't play it myself. Or probably lots of people. I also watch Minecraft playthroughs, because there's a lot of fun stuff there and a lot of ideas of what I can build. As regards to the reaction channels, I don't watch them, but there are two of them I would specifically mention. One of them, I don't remember the name, so one of them is a band, like a full band, who makes reactions, and they actually did a reaction on our
I don't
video.
remember their name.
Yeah,
I'm bad at names.
that is interesting, because they are reacting like musicians, so they're not like just people watching, and generally all those channels are just people overexcited.
Not necessarily. There are a lot of, for example, reaction channels where vocal coaches react to.
There's a phrase in Russian called "Хуй сгори." I mean, most of those people are really fanatic about the music they are listening to. They are always overexcited, and you just expect what to hear from them, and that is why that is not interesting. And the other guy, I honestly don't remember his name. I only know he has a huge red beard. He always wears trackers, and he has Ukrainian ancestry. That is what I know, although he's an American guy. And he looks 9 out of 10. He looks like our tour manager, Volodya.
Yeah,
so he is hilarious, guy. And his reactions, like, oh yeah, yes, that is what I like about that part. Yeah, and regarding all those overexcited, oh well, never mind. Okay, let's go further. Greetings from.
We just today we booked an accommodation in Rotterdam.
So yeah, Rotterdam. Yeah, hello. We will say hello. Yeah. Greetings to Rotterdam personally.
There is Matt from Australia. He's one of our top supporters and patrons, and yeah. He's from Australia, and we're hoping we will come there.
That's a desperate situation right there. Yeah. I have a band. What do you guys think? Your band and my band tour someday?
It just doesn't, it's not always up to us with whom we're touring.
It is probably most of the time is not up to us. So if you do everything right with your band and our separate paths just cross at some point, then why not?
Yeah.
But for like specifically touring like that is almost impossible in the real world. Yeah, unfortunately or fortunately. Yep.
Talk show with another musicians around the world about production is missed. Do you think to get up again? So this is actually a question of the Bandsman talks that I did on my YouTube channel for quite a while. And I did it, during the pandemic, because I was missing the backstage talks to other artists. And well, at some point I got so many jobs to do with Ignea, and there are so many releases planned, and I'm managing it all. And I just, I set the priorities, and I cannot handle it right now. But I have, I have an idea in mind that if we get back to touring, maybe I just do it right on tour at the backstage. Maybe this will be like the development to these talks.
Yeah, Maximum Satan. Yay, the Maltesers were from you. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I really
He's
like
always
that.
confusing everything. He just finds something, on the shelves and
When will we tour the UK?
soon.
Soon you will know the
Soon you
answer
will know.
to this question. Yeah, how can we send you gifts? Holy PHU is asking. We have a website.
No.
No,
Like,
not a website.
for some time we posted like our physical address on our website for people to send us stuff. But we realized that it was quite, an unsafe thing to do. So if you want to send us anything, then please drop us an email and we will give you the address. We will be very glad to receive anything. It's always, especially during the pandemic, it's like small Christmas presents all over the year. It's very nice of you guys to do such things.
Коли ми поїдемо в Дніпро? Це залежить від Дніпра. Дніпрян.
Reading the comments.
Yeah, just scrolling. What do you like to drink? Another question. I think that that involves not only coffee and tea situation, but also the beers and liquors and.
He loves wine. A lot of different water-based stuff. I mean, you always drink some. Some strange cans.
Sparkling water with flavors like lemon and something, or
he buys a lot of such stuff and just tastes them.
Yeah, yes. And energy drinks and coffee and canned coffee and San Pellegrino teas in cans, in small cans. So yeah, I'm a big sucker for canned drinks.
I just love.
Regarding the alcohol, we both drink red dry wine,
preferably Spanish.
Yeah, or south of France. Or we started discovering some nice Ukrainian wineries. Yeah, and also we both love hazy IPA, deeper, Cupa
beers.
Yeah.
And we also have a lot of like craft beers in Ukraine. So if you come, we'll let you know where to get them.
Okay, is there any chance to catch us in the western parts of Germany sometime after this drama is over? Probably even during the drama.
Yes. We're going to announce some tour dates very soon. So stay tuned and preferably subscribe to our newsletter.
Okay, Evgenia and Hel are your real names? Not entirely, not exactly.
Evgeny is your real name.
Yeah, but if you think about the language, my real name sounds quite a bit different. So you can say that this is a version of my name, and yours is actually a version of my name. So my full written name is sounds like Yevgeny Valerievich Zhitnyuk. So you can spell that, I guess.
He's like usually like people call him Zhenya.
Yeah, because that's the short.
Yeah, the short. And my real name is not Hel, it's Olga. But like Olga has like a Scandinavian variant, which is Helga. Or, in German, you also have it. And Hel is just like the short form. And I chose this like nickname, I believe, more than 18 years ago, and all my friends have been calling me like this. And I think that I would even change my name in the passports, but like it's kind of complicated because I also have the Ukrainian passport and the English, like the international variant. It's taken like as a transliteration from the Ukrainian version.
Yeah, so
it's a mess.
If you would like to have an international travel passport which
With
would say
hell?
hell in English. In English, in Cyrillics, the real name really would sound like hell.
Yeah.
So,
So it's a complicated question.
yeah. So, my girlfriend would like to dye your hair. She loves you.
Thank you, but I really
That is not possible.
I give my hair only to the person who has been doing my hair for 6 years so far, and some other hairdressers who are working with her. So it's like, but under other circumstances, I'm always okay with people doing my makeup, for example. But hair is something.
What triggered the inspiration for Bostakun? The lyrics part?
Yeah, the lyrics part is my side, and yeah, I was searching like for the concept for several songs at once. So Bostakun is only the first song, and I was really scrolling through the Ukrainian mythology because I'm a person who loves mythology, who loves storytelling, not only the Ukrainian, like of different parts of the world. And I just found a lot of spirits and different creatures who are really cool, and I loved Bosarkun, and this is how it all evolved, and I just developed this character further. Musically?
Musically, probably a certain Ukrainian groove metal band for some reason, and yeah, that's it. Probably. I don't know. It is not a complete ripoff because we have added orchestras, and that sounded
Sound like Ignea more.
Yes. What? Oh yeah. Do you ever watch other band live streams, concerts that pop up now and then?
Yeah, we actually purchased a couple of them when they were live. We watched Amorphis,
Gojira,
Mirkur.
Both.
You also watched Black Pigs.
Yeah, we saw Black Pigs.
Stopped.
Not you. We both watched it.
I was half asleep because.
Okay, yeah, that's not your band.
Yeah, I love Black Pigs. I was just not prepared to watch this live stream, and I was very tired. But yeah.
If you go on tour around the world, do you have to pay everything yourselves?
It really depends on,
What are you paying for?
It really depends on the contract, because each show we play, it has a contract with the conditions and all the things. And there are, and there are tours and concerts where we get paid. There are tours where we don't get paid. There are, buy-ons where bands pay for to be on the bill. There are tours where you don't get paid, but you have to pay for the travel expenses, for visa expenses. So it's like, it really depends. And if we take even not our band, any band, it can be a band that receives, I don't know, 5,000 euros on one festival, and then the same band pays 10,000 euros to tour with another bigger band. So depends.
Yeah. Are you a couple or just friends? We are a couple for 10 years, 1 month, and 17 17 days.
Yeah.
That is impossible, actually, I would say.
Yeah,
Where dragons dwell. Привет. Здоров. Okay, yeah, enough with that.
Have you ever played a song in Brazil? No. What?
Is the camera, or am I fuzzy, or is the text on your shirt doubled? I have a fun story about that. When I was going to a gym, there was a guy there who is also a musician, actually, and he has some kind of eye problems. And at a certain point, I was wearing this T-shirt, and he was like staring at me and trying to scratch his eyes, like, oh no. He was very hysterical, and at some point he just understood that is really the band's logo and it does look like that. he said that he was just scary that his vision dropped like instantly that bad. So yeah, that is an actual band logo, so it should like that. Where is Leviathan?
He's staying at my parents' place because we were traveling like in Ukraine, and we're going to Finamista Festival this weekend. So that's why our cat is in the best place for him. It's like, a spa wellness zone for him. And, he has a lot of servants right now.
Yeah, that's his
paradise.
Summer house, I would say that. Actually, something is wrong about the commands again.
Yes, this is here.
I saw hope to see you live in Poland. We will see ourselves live in Poland.
Stay tuned, we will announce it soon.
Як ви ставитесь до шведських гігантів стилю Arch Enemy? Обожнюю їх і Алісу. Чи доводилось виступати? How do you like Arch Enemy?
Well, I'm not a fan. I respect the band. I understand why they did achieve it. It's just not my piece of cake. As for Elisa, I love her vocals, but I really loved her more when she was the singer of The Agonist. Although I love the current vocalist of The Agonist as well. So, it's
Vicky's One Love.
Yeah, so we didn't play at the same festivals yet.
Yeah, I just heard a couple of songs. That's all I can say about them. Igna and
maybe
Elaine.
We can comment in Ukrainian as well.
No.
In short. Yeah. Okay.
No. Speaking in English.
Yeah.
No as your parasite word. No.
Відповідаю з приводу Arch Enemy. Ми поважаємо цей гурт, але не так, щоб дуже слухаємо, тому що це не зовсім наша музика. От Аліса мені дуже подобається як вокалістка, але вона мені більше подобалася, коли вона співала у The Agonist. Хоча нинішня вокалістка The Agonist мені теж дуже подобається, Вікі. Тому якось так. Разом ми не виступали ще на одних фестах. Ukrainian stopped.
Yes.
We're moving on.
Okay. Any guest musicians contributing to any new songs?
Yes.
As the matter of fact,
the next song that we're going to release.
No, I probably think that almost in any our song that is contribution from Yuri, who makes lots of orchestral arrangements for us, and Max Morton, who can play some tiny winzy additional instruments or
sing a bit of backing vocals.
Yeah, so for example, in Gods of Fire, the guitar solo is performed but by him in the ending part, because that would be fun. Why not? Yeah, so I think at that level, certainly yes, and at the more global level also yes, because the next is kind of like a cooperation.
Yes, and we actually have Patrick Orr is featuring Yossi Sasti.
Yeah, that's about the new songs.
Okay, sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
I will love seeing you in Copenhagen.
Yeah, that would be cool.
So, where is Leviathan? Says Dmitry, our guitarist.
Where is Max? Чи будуть якісь в Україні порноформатні... Oops. I said that. Повноформатні концерти в Україні. Це ж залежить від українських організаторів і зовсім не від нас. Якщо нас
запросять, ми з радістю будемо
виступимо. Так. Ми це вже пробували, ми це вже намагалися, і в Києві ми грали 1,5 години сольну програму. Тому чисто технічно ми можемо, а Чи хтось туди прийде, це нам невідомо. Yeah, that was a bit of banter about Ukraine in Ukrainian, about Ukraine and shows in Ukraine. Yes.
What about Ulver? I love Ulver. I love the album Bergtat very much.
Чи плануєте сумісні виступи з іншими гуртами, особливо українськими?
Ну от на файному місці будемо виступати з купою українських гуртів.
Christianity terrorized my life since the very beginning. That is a comment, obviously, about the terrorism thing. I would say like that. Yesterday we had how do you call it? Crosswalk? I don't know, like a huge procession with crosses and icons from one of the Christian churches in Ukraine, and I would call them all terrorists because they support terrorism and the war in eastern Ukraine and so on. So those are Christians. We are raised, well, almost like with a Christian background, although we are not religious, but those are Christians and they are religious terrorists. So yes, that is possible as well. Any update on the colored vinyl variants for Trofad? Have you guys had any time to choose colors?
I really already forgot about it, but yes, I can say that the Realms of Fire and Death, it was already released on vinyl, but it was sold out, and we ordered new pressings with new colors, but I really don't remember which ones because like at the same time we were choosing vinyl colors for another release, and I'm working on so many releases right now that it's all messed up in my head. But as soon as we will produce them, and as soon as we will update the store, we will post about it on Patreon first and foremost, and then on all other channels. So, Matt, no worries.
Advocaat, the egg drink from the Netherlands. Egg liquor, Advocaat.
You see?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I will do that in the Netherlands, please, very much. We are going to a good local brewery. No Heineken in my house. Yes, I can perfectly drink Heineken outside of your house and then go with you to a good local brewery. And don't forget about the Grolls, because I need that. Double IPA from Wisconsin. Dubuque, Iowa. Yes, actually, because funny or not, the United States is the world's main stage for IPA style. So
maybe on our US tour.
Boy,
but the problem is, like, I never tour. That is the problem.
These are the dark times. You never told. Finally, I killed it.
You killed someone on a live stream.
Bam. 10 годин тюрми.
So, the main problem is I don't drink when I'm touring because my body doesn't stand, like, alcohol and my vocal cords, they're not friends. So that's why on tour I drink only after the last show. And they are happily drinking on tour. We got like the rider, alcohol, and all the things.
You guys should totally meet up with the guys from Heidevolk when you go to the Netherlands. Probably, but that depends on them, not on us, because they're obviously a bigger band. Yeah, шаурма краще кебаба. Ну, хто їв кебаб, той знає, що різні речі. Шаурма і кебаб. Come to Budapest and I'll bring you to the best Hungarian restaurants and pubs. We have been to Budapest for like probably 10 times already, so we know quite a few. Maybe you can open our eyes once more. Why not? Yeah, at least I would love to see something new besides that place with green walls.
God.
With great paprikas, but enough. Yeah. Wolf Hunters? No idea about that band? I guess that was a band question. The reactant band was Suit Clarity. Yeah, probably. Yes. Oh, yes. You see how
behind we are.
How behind we are. Yeah. Okay.
You know why? Because we've got selected найкраще в чаті, not like all the comments.
Because YouTube.
It's all right. So you can scroll from here. Yes.
Yes, we've been here.
We fixed the comments section.
Probably.
At least for us.
Yeah.
It's all like about reaction channels.
Maltesers. Isn't that why the country is called Malta? Yeah. Funny. Okay. What does Alga mean? Would
It's
it be
like
for battle cry?
Battle cry.
Yeah, it's
yes. Battle cry
great.
Motivating to
yeah, go forward, but it's not like a forward gear on your motor vehicle. It's like, yay, go, Godspeed, something like that. Actually, it's a Crimean Tatar word, and their language doesn't have the backwards word. So there's a joke about them that when they go to the battle, they shout Alga. When they go back home, they shout turn around and then Alga. Okay. Reaction. Could you imagine touring with Other Realm?
I don't know this band.
I know the band. I have heard them. I think I could imagine touring with them because I listen sometimes. Spotify gives me just their album, and I just play it while driving, and well, all my emotions about that are positive. So why not? If you guys would make a cover song, what that would be?
Well, we already made a couple of them.
Yeah,
so
time for a new one.
Yeah. So if you didn't know, Leviathan, you just keep. Leviathan is a song cover.
Yes.
Uitakuni from the latest album is a song cover.
Yes.
And we just love covering non-metal bands. It's for us, it's like the top condition, and we are already searching for the song to cover for our new album.
Yeah, we have a couple ideas. One of them is quite formed now, but we will see if that is possible even to do in metal. But yeah. That would definitely not be metal. I mean, the original.
Is there a real ritual regarding Bosurkun? No, it's like I said, there's not so much information about Bosurkun in the Ukrainian mythology because he's not in the top list of all the spirits and creatures and gods and everything. But when I learned about him, I just wanted to develop this character further, and that's why I made him with this like human side of his nature, and that's why he wants to make friends with people and like to trade his immortality for their world through a ritual. And it was just something that I mentioned, but there is no like certain ritual about him.
Are you guys going to feature Powerwolf anytime soon? I think that is about your bandsman.
No,
yes.
I guess that this is about featuring artists.
Well, I
guess
think
it's quite impossible.
Yeah. How is your name spelled? H-E-E-O. What? H-E-L-L-E. In the English language, yes, it's hell.
I guess it's like about Olga and Yevgeny.
Yevgeny. Oh. You don't want to see that.
Yeah.
It's a mess. It's a little mess. Yeah.
How do you maintain your voice? You easily transition between singing and growling. Well, thank you. And I must say that this transition is like the easiest thing to do for me. Like the most complicated thing for me to do is to make it, long and stable and everything. And it's like for me, my voice is very dependable on what I eat, on how much I sleep, on what I drink, and how many concerts I give and everything. And I am working on making it more stable and more long lasting. And unfortunately, I had coronavirus last year, and it really damaged my voice a lot and my ability to breathe. I mean, when I don't know, when my coronavirus stopped, I couldn't sing a phrase. I just ran out of breath, and I'm still recovering from it. So, yeah.
Have your travels come across Ivar or Agnes Obel? No, so far no. But I would actually love to see Ivar live.
Me too. Yes.
Yeah. A band that you would recommend? What would you recommend? A band that you...
I don't know. I'm very bad. No, I'm just thinking about the band.
I would recommend listening to Black Peaks. Yeah, they died yesterday, so why not?
I would recommend listening to Ida. She is really, really great. And what else? Mirkur.
That's two bands, and it says a band.
I just remember the band Kings of Convenience. It's a Norwegian indie band, very easy to listen, non-metal, brings some very, comforting, easygoing mood.
Okay, Queens of Inconvenience.
Kings.
Kings. Inconvenience. Is there a plan to write a book to accompany the next album?
I was thinking about this, but the concept of the next album is really different from what it was with the Realms of Fire and Death. So
I would say that 3 books already exist.
No.
Not 3?
It's just a bit different, Okay. It's so. I think that I will come up with something else, but it won't be a book.
Okay. When you first felt your musical career started?
I think that's maybe when I started working with Ignia full time, because it makes sense, But I still don't feel that the music career properly started. I just not yet.
I don't feel that at all. I would say that. What's your favorite song?
I never have my most favorite song is the song that I love on a certain day or in a certain minute, because I love differences and changes. So for me, the answer would be different in each point of time.
Okay, what's your favorite song today?
Each point of time.
Now.
I don't know. I was humming quite a lot one of the new songs by The Hard Kiss, but it's in Ukrainian. Сім вітрів.
Яке прикре самогубство.
It was just in my head.
Yeah, okay. Just saying.
What about you?
I have the same kind of situation, but at the moment that would be probably Best Cross Whore, it's called. Yeah. Yeah, Vicky is awesome. Do you like craft beer? Yeah, we're talking about craft beers here. That chat video conference about craft beers only. Nothing about music, just IPA, DIPA. Yes, craft is good. Who was and what happened to the third guitarist in the Alga video? Second. Oh, well, a bass guitarist is also a guitarist. Stringy boys with long, long necks. Okay. He was
a band member of Ignia, and I don't know, at some points, like, we just,
He wasn't. He was a band member of Parallax, but we managed to shot Alga with him in the band still.
He just, he wasn't very serious about being in a band, and sometimes he missed rehearsals, and he just had other priorities in life, and at some point we just decided, part ways with him. And after that, we actually realized that we don't really need the second guitarist.
Okay. How you were affected by the Ukrainian war?
It's such an interesting question. Well, obviously in a bad way, because it is still happening and people are still dying in the eastern part of Ukraine, and we're still fighting for getting our territories back. On the other hand, after it started, there was some kind of a cultural revolution in Ukraine, because for some reason people started, choosing Ukrainian vendors, and we had a huge wave of Ukrainian music in Ukrainian language emerging. We started having a lot of Ukrainian designers, and in Ukraine it just started, it became cool to make something Ukrainian.
For those who feel themselves Ukrainian.
Yes.
Because still there are lots of people in a free part of Ukraine who
relate themselves
to Russians and speak Russian and say that we are the same nation. We are not at all. We have different cultural identities. But also regarding the war, the big loss for us is also Crimea, because that part of culture, the Crimean Tatar culture, inspired a lot musically, me personally, as I write the music. And the song Alga is, for example, about them. And there's also, I don't know, a bit of nature in Crimea we both miss.
Yes.
Like Crimean mountains and the southern part of Crimea. There was also a festival in Crimea. We wouldn't play there probably, but it was kind of fun to visit. It was really down to earth. It was very random, with people piecing here and there, like a small festival, but it was really hearty. So yeah, that is what we miss. Okay. Ihr macht wirklich sehr gute Musik. Mir gefällt die Musik sehr.
Vielen Dank.
Dankeschön. Thoughts on Putin? Putin хуйло. Oh no, the comment section did that again. Yes, I'm back. Who is the best pop artist debuted in the 21st century, in your opinion?
I'm really bad at artist names. I'm very bad at it.
I'm a bad guy.
Yeah, she was quite good.
Yeah, that is what I can remember, because I don't follow. I mean, in Ukraine.
In Ukraine, there are a lot of bands who just, like we said, a
pop
lot of
artists
bands emerged. Like
pop artists. I would say Anuka in Ukraine.
Yes,
because that is what plays our strings, I think.
Did you scroll up enough?
No, yeah. Do you like candy apart from chocolate?
I'm more not into sweet stuff, rather into, I don't know, salty and snacks and
Savory.
savory.
It's called
Yes,
savory. Yeah.
I don't know.
The
Just-
same for me, but I'm a very big fan of occasional cake or chocolate.
Yeah, well, cake or pastry, right?
Yeah,
Like,
pastries.
yes,
Sweet pastries.
they are cool. But yeah,
Lol.
let's ban him.
Ah,
No,
it's already banned.
it's already banned. Okay.
Yeah, no admins in the chat. We will think about that next time.
You know, we haven't actually done a proper live stream here on YouTube since the release of our latest album. So we actually didn't expect so many people to comment here tonight.
Yeah.
So next time we will probably grab one of our other band members to create more, yes, in this chat.
That happens probably sometimes.
Yeah.
Nothing special in there. Okay. Any plans to come to Brazil? Of course, probably, if we can manage that. We have plans to come to any part of the world.
Yeah. While Evgeny is scrolling and finding the next question, I just want to say again that we recently released a new song called Bosorpun, and that we will be super grateful if you give it a stream and a listen and a watch here on YouTube. And that if you apparently use Spotify, then please stream it, add it to one of your playlists, because it will really help us to be showcased to other people, you know.
Yeah. Speaking of deaths, rest in peace, Joy Jordison. Actually, also rest in peace, the ZZ Top's bass player. I just discovered that. I never listened to Slipknot, but I acknowledge Joy Jordison like a major inspiration for lots of drummers, including our drummer.
Well.
Yeah. And I remember watching his videos, like when I had a phone with buttons, which had like 128 by 128 64 color screen. I already had some kind of a video of Joy Jordison. I didn't know who he is, but yeah, I was amazed by his playing.
What foods affect your voice? Well, I think that it's probably for the majority of singers. The thing is, when you are performing, you need to have some very easy food, meaning that the food that is easy to digest. That's why sometimes dairy products are not all right. Sometimes even meat is not all right. So it's good, after you perform, but not like before your performance. And definitely, it's mostly not about the food, but about the drinks. So even you shouldn't be going hard on coffee before you sing. Definitely not alcohol. Energy drinks are also not that good. So basically, the best thing for the vocalist is to drink a lot of water. For me, for example, tea with lemon, ginger, honey, and mint is super cool.
Yeah, there's also a question about Netflix. What are we watching heavily in Netflix?
Right now, we have quite a pause with Netflix, but we're watching several TV shows that are ongoing. The Crown, Sex Education, Lucifer. We watched seasons of Sabrina. We watched Black Mirror, obviously. Do you remember anything else?
Vikings. What we do in the shadows?
Were they on Netflix?
I don't remember, but anyway, the show.
Yes. What else? I guess that most of the Netflix originals, like Stranger Things.
Yeah, but we dropped that.
But the first season was like I was.
Yeah, that was quite cool.
I mean, we've got a Netflix subscription, and time to time we're really binge watching. Netflix is cool.
Yeah, okay. What are your hobbies besides music? We already said that. So if you have missed some answers, just you will be able to
Rewatch them.
Yeah, rewatch the beginning of the stream. Later on will be saved. So that's not a problem at all. The comments. Yeah. Any plans to release your songs in Ukrainian? Maybe a double album and the other part in English. Already was answered as well.
It was in another live stream.
I mean, not at this point probably, but doing something like Opeth did with the two versions of the same album would be quite nice, I guess. But definitely more Ukrainian language.
In our songs is coming up.
Is it the Ukrainian language or Russian? Can you understand each other?
Well, you have to understand, for example, Evgeny and I were born in 1991, the year when the Soviet Union split up. And before that, like the policy, like the language policy was mostly that everybody should speak Russian. So my parents, they speak Russian mostly, and my mom even doesn't know Ukrainian because she was born in Russia, because like in the Soviet Union, you know, all the countries, everything was messed up.
My parents speak basically a Ukrainian Russian pidgin, and I am quite trilingual, I guess. I can speak Russian, Ukrainian, and that pidgin. We call it surzik. So yeah, but between us at home we speak in Russian, but when we go outside of the country we always speak Ukrainian, so that people outside don't think that we are Russian.
Yeah, and it really depends, because I've got half of my friends, they speak Ukrainian. I always speak Ukrainian to them. I speak Ukrainian in public places. I have thoughts both in Russian and in Ukrainian, because, you know, I was also at home with parents, I was talking in Russian, but I was also studying at the university, well, like with very heavily influenced, like Ukrainian roots and ancestry and everything. So it's like, for me, it's like both languages in my head.
Yeah. Would you tour with Nightwish? I would not. Honestly, I would love to see them a couple of times, especially with Floor, but not Marco anymore. Well, I think we both have a very complicated relationship with Nightwish, so I wouldn't.
We respect this band, and course, it's absolutely. Like for me, each time this band has a new singer, it's like a new band is emerging. And without Marco, it would be absolutely another band.
Yeah,
we really love certain albums. And also, you just have to understand that sometimes you can really love the band, but it won't work out for you to tour with them. It just won't. And you know, it's some kind of a commercial thing involved, not in terms of money. Sometimes it's just the audiences of two bands, they won't work out. And also, I don't think that I would love to open for a band who's playing the stadium, because everybody is looking forward to watching these bands play, and you're just
they are too overly critical to you. So if you have if you do even minor mistakes at a small sweaty shows, everyone will be absolutely perfect because you are open to them. If you do that on a stadium scale of show, you will be probably fucked.
So
Altered Carbon, yes, I love it.
Yes, we watched all the seasons.
Absolutely. Why does Hollywood movies always portray Ukrainian Russian as the bad guys? Are you guys not with this? No, because
I am a little bit.
I never actually saw Hollywood or anything else portraying Ukrainians as bad guys. Usually as thugs. You know, like we can eat kerosene and we will be good with it. But with Russians, I'm absolutely okay with that, because that is partly true, and I'm not a Russian. That doesn't.
Well, actually, a lot of Hollywood movies, they use Ukrainians
as a background for catastrophes. That's true.
As really, there are a lot of Ukrainians mentioned as people like home cleaners and everything. Like,
I don't remember that.
All
yes, Mexico City.
Believe me, a lot of. But it's just this is how it goes.
That's a popular question among some people. Would you consider the Ukrainian version of Black Flame on Spotify? The Black Flame on Spotify is a bonus to the album. The original is called Chorne Polumya. It is the second song on our last album, and that is exactly that song in Ukrainian. So here you are. There it is. Just type in the name from YouTube video, and there it is. It exists. Yay. Yay. I actually scrolled down to we are keeping up with the questions, so I think some 10 minutes heads up before we will be turning off the camera and going drinking some water finally. Many songs have a religious spiritual link. Will this remain, or is this more like a phase?
I think that this is like, I can answer because I mostly write lyrics.
Please do.
I can say that I just love when there is a story behind any song or any album, and I really want to keep it up. And this is something I love: metaphors, I love symbolism, and I love myth and legends and everything. But for example, the album that we're working on right now, it's about something very different, and but it also involves a story. So that's why I just can say that whenever you'll be listening to any of our other songs that are coming up, there will be definitely something to tell about them. I can promise it.
Yeah. Are you Camelot fans?
I'm not, but again, I respect this band, but I'm just not my piece of cake.
Yeah. I didn't hear a thing from them, actually. I know. I just didn't listen to them. I know my old friend who was a huge fan of them. He just popped them into the speakers, but I didn't even consider thinking about, oh yeah, I like that band. They just sound neat, and that's all. I even know the vocalists only thanks to Cobra and the Lotus, so that made more sense for me than the band itself.
It's called.
Yeah, I know. It scrolled automatically.
Favorite book? Well, again, I don't love to speak about favorites, but my all-time favorite is Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep.
Yeah,
the book based on which the Blade Runner was filmed.
Yeah, mine probably would be Harry Potter series.
Well, I love Harry. I love too many books, but this one is something that really changed a lot in my mind.
Do you have musical education?
Yes, I do. I have a red diploma from a music school in classical guitar.
I don't.
And it didn't help me to write any music at all. I've recently understood that over the 4 years of me studying at that school, I was never taught to write music, only to play the music written by others. And in the end, I'm a vocalist, not a guitarist.
Yeah, I'm musically illiterate.
Uneducated.
Illiterate.
And
I am educated, but I am illiterate. I know how to call chords. I know how progression works. I probably would thrive at trying solfeggio, but I can't read notes at all.
Yeah,
I need to count do, re, mi, fa. 4 years
But you wrote like all the music like that.
Yeah, shit happens. So
and our guitarist Dmitry, he actually graduated from conservatory. He has a degree in piano and
organ.
organ.
Yeah, so he's a big guy, but nevertheless, as you can see, will you tour with Ginger? No,
probably not.
What cars do you like? Oh yeah, the new hobby. Okay.
Well, just like in music, I really love. I have different tastes, and I think that different cars have different purposes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
it's like Porsche 911 is a midlife crisis car, you know.
Yeah. So like one of the directions that I think we both are interested in are electric cars and electric vehicles. Another thing like
trolley buses.
No, it's for him. Yes. Another thing is muscle cars, and I would never think that I would love them, but like our friend recently got himself a Dodge Challenger, and like I'm like a fangirl for this car.
Yeah,
Every time I see it, it's so beautiful.
So 2 years ago, it would be like, look at that black car. It looks nice, and now it would be like, wow, look at that car. It's a Dodge Challenger SRT Hemi 5.7 with stage 2 chip tuning, right?
Yes, and another thing that I really love are like big cars, like Toyota Hilux. So all the
pickup trucks.
Yeah,
so trucks in general.
I'm a small girl, so I love big cars, and because I love nature and everything, I would love myself a car where I could travel and leave at the same.
I have a German vehicle that you would like very much.
Like, you don't have it. You have a name for it.
I have it in my mind. I mean, like a big vehicle for a small girl. Did you say that? Yeah, it's a German car. Deutsche Auto.
Volkswagen?
No, it's called Zetra. DD45 DT. 435 DT. It's a double-decker bus. It's a nightliner. Chassis. Yes. Yeah, it's a big car. As for me, I don't know. The electric vehicles and the latter one. I mean, the big utility trucks, crossover in the form of Tesla Cybertruck.
Cybertruck is my dream. I really dream that someday I will have it, and I will use like this black coat that I'm wearing in the Jean Slammer video, and I will have like these black glasses, and I will just open this door and roll out of it, and there will be some retro wave music in the car.
I think you will spend 40 minutes trying to park that piece of
Look, I'm working on it, and I'm not going to buy it anytime.
I would spend 40 minutes trying to park it. Okay, it's the size of a bus.
Doesn't matter. I love this design, and I mean, technically, it's a very cool vehicle.
Yeah, and the other kind of cars I like is a thing where you take a middle market, like not exactly a family car, like a normal car, but in the maximal with all the features you can fit in. And for example, we have a European car, it's Skoda Octavia. If anyone, well, if you are from the UK, you would call it a Skoda.
Yeah, it's so funny.
So yeah, and for example, at this moment, I always look at the newest Octavia on the market, like, but VRS with a big old chunky turbo, and with all the cameras and bells and whistles, that would cost probably like a half of Porsche 911. Yeah, but nothing special in this field. Would be Ukrainian Russian languages different as Portuguese and Spanish? Probably yes.
Probably yes, but there are, I think, more differences.
Oh, commands did.
No. The education was there.
Yes. It's all over the place.
Igneous songs are heavily using Phrygian dominant scale. Is there any specific feeling that you like about this scale?
Yes, in Eastern musical theory, it is called Hijaz Makam, and I like that. If you take Western music, there's generally major scale, which is happy, and minor scale, which is sad, and that's it. That's all the feelings you can convey through them. And if you take Hijaz Makam, it can be happy, it can be sad, it can be mystic, it can be almost everything you would want from it, independence of how you use it. And if you happen to be subscribed to my Instagram, my personal Instagram, my latest IGTV is a debunkment of minor scale. Why is it sucks? I made a video where I play it and demonstrate why you don't need any kind of brain to play in and make music in Western scales that are just everyone should be sick of.
In that video, he also rehearses all the songs that we're going to play at Fine Amisto this weekend.
Yeah, so there's almost an hour of material there.
I think, guys, that we will continue for 5 minutes more.
Yeah.
Because it's been almost 2 hours, and that will also make a live stream on Facebook and Instagram. And if you go there, you can actually watch the recording of those live streams as well. And before we reply to a few more questions, I would love to remind you again, we recently dropped a new single called Bosorkun, and we will be very, very grateful if you check it out, if you haven't still, and if you share it with your friends, because this is one of the independent releases that we're doing without Napalm Records. And so, as usual, like any help in spreading the word would be really, really much appreciated. And then questions.
Yeah, what's the hardest song for y'all to play, and which one just came easily? I probably, musicianship wise, the easiest one is Sputnik, and the hardest songs are Gin Slammer and Bosorkun. Yeah.
For me, Bosorkun is one of the easiest songs to perform vocally. Gin Slammer is hard vocally as well. Alga is not so easy for me because it was one of the songs where Yevgeny wrote the vocal parts. It was back in the days, and he didn't really consider my vocal range back in the days. He was always writing for a girl who is singing very high pitchy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lady Gaga or Billie Eilish?
Both. I really listen to both, and I sing the songs of both of them. But with Lady Gaga, it is love through the years, and for some reason, it's so easy for me to sing her songs. And sometimes, I even have maybe a similar timbre, like the sound of the voice that she has. And with Billie Eilish, my voice is very different, but I also I use her songs to practice vocals.
That sounds interesting because I thought you would say Lady Gaga. I would say Lady Gaga.
But I really listen to Billie Eilish quite a lot, and they have a really cool songwriting. That's why it's so catchy, and that's why it went viral. And actually, from the vocal perspective, you may think that her vocals are very, easy, because she said she doesn't, Lady Gaga and many other singers, they use these how to say it, like these powerful vocals and very loud vocals. And Billie Eilish, she always sings very close to her mic and very, quietly. but it's very hard to sing. Believe me, it's very hard. You should have a very cool breath support and also vocal range and everything.
Yeah, we are suggested at Tatra. It's not Russian, it's Czech. And yes, it's indestructible. That they really call it the tank. I think Tatra is really meant for the off-roading because of the axle swaggle action thing. Because if you drive on lots of asphalt, you are gonna be changing your tires like every 20 kilometers. So Tatra is not really feasible. But we actually have had a manufacturer in Ukraine who made even better trucks called Kras, but it went bankrupt a couple of years before. Yeah. How many time do we live together?
Around 8 years.
Not
something.
nine, 8 to 9 years.
8 to 9 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very long time.
We have met at a kitchen
Of
at our
common
friend.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah. I came there with Sander, our
bass
bassist.
player. Yeah.
Yeah, and there were two girls in the kitchen. Like he was like, "Hello, my name is Alexander. I'm that. I'm this," and I was just dead bodding inside, eating all the sandwiches, burping, saying, "Yeah, hi," and going away. That is how love is born, I guess. No, I literally did that. I don't regret that, but I literally did that. I know that that's a bad thing, but yeah. Okay, what igna means? Igna means fiery in Latin. It's a feminine form, so it's like a girl in fires. Yeah, right.
Not
In
anymore.
flame,
You see,
in flames. A girl
Well,
in flames.
Girl in Flames. Yes.
Yeah, I think I have scrolled to the bottom, so
Do you like Aurora? I love her very much. Very cool singer and very cool person.
and very cool surname, Axnes. I like it. Yeah, I think that's probably it.
Yeah. So,
Yes,
guys,
we did it.
almost 2 hours, and don't forget that we also had a few live streams like on Instagram and on Facebook tonight, so you can rewatch them as well. There will be a recording of this live stream, and I think that we will, I don't know, we're going to release some new songs pretty soon, and there will be some news and everything. So I think that's in a month or so we will make another live stream because it was really a lot of fun here. And again, please go to our website and subscribe to our newsletter because we will be dropping this news very soon. And if you don't want to miss them, go and subscribe. We don't spam. We really send 1-2 emails per month with only all the necessary information. Again, please check out our single Bosorkun. Stream it everywhere, share it everywhere, because it really helps us to gain new listeners, and it will help us to come and play in your city and in your country and everything. What's happening?
I'm holding a massive fart.
Are you all right?
I'm just kidding.
What else? What else? Do you want to say some words?
Yeah. Word number one. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for coming. And yeah, I skipped quite a few questions in the comment section because we have already answered them before on the live streams on Facebook and Instagram. So if you really want to hear the answer it's there. Those are the same essentially, so we filmed them together at the same moment, so you can just open any of them and find an answer.
Yeah, and again, Evgeny and I, we will be in the Netherlands August 19th to August 21st, 24th. So if you want to meet us for a beer, local beer, local liquor, or I don't know, just a walk, just a coffee, drop us an email.
Or I think we will make a post on Facebook, so we will arrange something in the comments.
But not all the people will see it. Not all the people use social media. So if you have any other questions, you can always write us to our email. Would be really cool if you also join our Patreon page, where we share a lot of backstage stuff, and there will be even more very soon, because we will be at the festival. We will announce a tour soon. We will drop backstages of our new videos that are coming out very soon. So if you want to support us and to see some behind the scenes, check out our Patreon. I'm running out of voice, so guys, we really love you. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for hanging out with us. Yes, and there will be a recording. So
yeah.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.